All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Iconic Video Games Podcast. I'm your host, Axel1324. And today, guys, I have two incredible guests with us. First off, let's welcome back to the show from Spawning Point.
Spawning
Point. There we go. Spawning Point website. None other than Roy Matumbo. Woo! Roy, welcome back.
Thank you.
Yes, and of course, you guys might already know him. Might notice him over here on the bottom beneath me. Over here is the crazy one from the Xbox International Podcast, Crazy Louis Gaming.
Oh man, what's up? Happy to join you here, man. Let's get the show on the road. We got lots to talk about, lots of fun we're gonna have today, especially talk about 1996 game, which is a special and a fantastic year in gaming, man. Oh man,
it is. Woo! It is going to be fantastic. Now, of course, my normal panel members, as you know, so Doggy is out supporting his daughter on an extracurricular activity, so we totally love that, totally understand that, right? Princess Zelda is, of course, busy educating youngsters, and she's just enjoying that her weekend finally came around. So she's always out and about. She's just, relaxing. Go ahead, breathe it in, breathe it out, Princess Zelda. And Death Dealer is in Florida. So she also does the haunted trail. So she has to put her house back together and do a haunted trail. So she is super busy for Death Dealer. So yeah, and I'm glad they are all okay. And anybody else who's listening from Florida, thank you so much for joining us. We know that you guys are having a tough time over there. So hopefully you guys can put yourselves together real quick. Louis, you're in Florida, aren't you? Or
no, I'm way far away. I'm in Dominican Republic where it's always hot. Tired of this damn heat.
Yeah, that is quite the far away. Yeah. Roy, you're in Florida, right?
No, man, I'm nowhere near. I'm right across the water.
It's the Atlantic. Is it Atlantic Ocean, right? It's the same.
It's the Atlantic. Yeah. We don't get nothing else.
in your neck of the woods, Roy, do they still call them hurricanes?
I think occasionally someone might say, "Oh, there might have been a tornado," but it was just a strong gust. That's it.
Oh, okay. I just didn't know.
Yeah.
Of course. Let's check in with the Iconic Chat. Thank you so much for being here, guys. First up is King Webb. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. He says, shout out to the panel. Thank you so much. I've never seen your name before, so thank you so much for supporting us. It means the world to us. Appreciate you. Shout out to Time Drago. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Of course, you can always listen to him, watch him streaming Smite 2 on both Twitch and YouTube.
He's still playing Smite?
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. That guy, that's all he plays.
Oh, my God.
But it's Smite 2 now, not just Smite. Smite 2.
Smite 2 now. Okay.
Yeah.
Twice as good.
He upgraded from Smite to Smite 2. Okay.
Twice as addicting, I'm sure. Shout out to Zeracuse. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. He says, yo, I am frozen. He says, I am so sick. Hope you can provide some heat with this live. Hey, we'll try, and hope you feel better soon. Shout out to John TJ. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. And he says, everybody hit that like button, please. Yes. Every like helps us get discovered, especially on the live section on YouTube where we compete with every other podcast that goes live on Friday. It is a busy Friday every time. Super friend of the show, Prey Grosso is in here. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. She says, hello, friends. Hello, Prey. Tell Tony we said hello. Of course, the MVP of my life, my beautiful wife, is here. Thank you so much for being here. Milfan, thank you so much for joining us. You are the real MVP. And, of course, Corny Puddle, thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Says hello. Thank you so much. Let's see. Bill Benson, X-Men versus Street Fighter and Resident Evil better be on this episode.
If Resident Evil's not here, I'm out. I'm going to bed.
You're out. Okay, so
I better be out.
Before we get started, Roy, what have you been playing this week?
This week, man, I have been playing. What have I been playing? There've been some new games on PS Plus Extra this week, so I've been playing Night in the Woods, and I've also gone back to WWE 2K24, I think it is, and just been kind of messing around with that.
Now tell me, who are you playing as in 2K24?
Weirdly, so I just started Universe mode for the first time, like this evening, and I'm playing as the Hurricane. I don't know why, but
not bad. I mean, well, I'm a little disappointed that you're not playing as the Tribal Chief. Put him up to acknowledge him, Roman Reigns.
What? No.
Yes.
No. Why
Roman all the way?
No, he sucks. No.
OTC.
He sucks. No. There's so much better wrestlers out there. No.
Then Roman Reigns? Are you kidding me?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Remember,
Like who?
I don't know. I haven't watched WWE in such a long
exactly.
time.
Like nobody.
You got Dusty. Dusty's doing a pretty good job though.
No.
Yeah, he is doing a pretty good
You mean
job.
Cody?
Cody,
yes.
yes.
Kind of passed
Cody.
away.
Oh
yes.
my God, yes. Cody. My bad.
Yes.
Sorry.
Cody.
Yes.
Yeah,
He's
Cody's
doing a good
good.
job.
I'll give him that.
He's doing a good job.
Seth Rollins,
100%.
Seth freaking Rollins is great. Believe it or not, I am loving the work Drew McIntyre's doing. He's delivering.
Drew McIntyre is top of the line right over there. He's one of the top of the line.
His promos are crazy.
His
Anyways,
promos are crazy.
This isn't a wrestling episode. Every time we talk about wrestling, we get copyrighted and shut down. So
really?
Yes.
What?
Yeah, it's crazy. We're not talking about that. That's a W. That's a 4-letter W word here. We don't talk about it anymore.
Oh, okay. Now I know.
But Crazy Louie, what have you been playing?
You won't believe what happened to me these days. You know, I was like, I gotta go back and play these games because I said, you know, I always had like a hunch, like I actually did not like actually finish it because there's a deeper ending to this game, and I was like, you know what? Let me jump back and play this and play it my style now since I'm more patient than I was like a couple years ago. Play it my style, go through it nice and easy, just have fun with this game. I'm playing Metal Gear Solid. Started with Phantom Zeros. Now I'm in Phantom Pain, Mission 14, finally a damn interpreter, which I want to kick his ass because it takes too long. But that's what I'm playing. I'm playing Metal Gear Phantom Pain. Just decided to go back. I don't know. I don't know if you ever get like that hunch where you got to go back and play a game. Same thing happened to me last year with Red Dead Redemption 2. I had a hunch. I said, Lou, you got to go play Red Dead Redemption 2 because I was watching a lot of TikTok videos like, oh, you can do this. Oh, you can do that. I got to go back and play this. So I went back and played it, took my time, man, and had a blast. Now I'm playing Metal Gear just the same way, taking my time and having a blast. Just doing what I have to do in Metal Gear, having a lot of fun, man. It's a great game. Great game. Great game. So I went back a couple years. Yeah, that's what I'm doing, playing old games now.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yep. Not gonna lie, that sounds awesome. I have been playing Starfield because I'm unlocking the DLC. Space. If you know me, you know I love my Starfield. And I've been playing some Unicorn Overlord, trying to get through that one.
Everybody's playing Unicorn Overlord. I gotta go through that game too. And not only that, I want to play really bad. I want to play Metaphor Fantasia. I want to play that.
Oh yes.
I played the demo and I was like, man, this story is good.
Give it to me.
I don't know if you have that. I don't know if you watch anime. Have you ever seen Berserk?
I did watch anime. Yeah.
Have you seen Berserk?
No, I haven't seen Berserk itself. No. I don't watch every anime. My number one anime is Dragon Ball.
You gotta watch
Dragon Ball Z.
You gotta watch Berserk, but you gotta watch Berserk the old 25 episodes, not the Golden Age arc, the new one. No. You gotta watch the old 25 episodes, which is the Golden Arc Age, which goes in deep depth. And man, trust me, once you play that, like you see the monsters in Metaphor and kind of like the plot. I don't know why, but it feels like it has like a Berserk thing going on. But I'm in love with that game. I tried it. I'm gonna say, you know what? I'm gonna get this and play it down the road. I will.
That's good, man. No. I want to get Metaphor. I want to get there's so many games on my backlog. I want to get
my God.
I want to get Space Marine 2. I want to get Fires of Rubicon. There's so many games I want to get.
Starship Troopers, Predator Hunting Grounds. I mean, there's a damn list. There is a damn listen.
It never ends.
I hate this is the month where I basically hated the most because this month, like literally all the games I want to play came out. Like all the games, right? You got the Halloween / Evil Dead thing that's coming out, which I got the collector's edition that's coming in, right? I also got, because I was actually hoping that the Doom BFG thing collection was going to be for down the road, but it's coming out the same month. I'm like, oh my God. Now I'm getting both of these things. And of course, when I get my BFG, I'm going to be having a lot of fun with BFG. Yes. So yes, I was like, oh my God, both of these things are coming. And I'm a big fan of Doom. I'm trying to get everything I can from Doom. Everything I can. Everything. I love Doom. My game.
Yeah, no, Doom is fantastic. I can't hate you on that one.
Yep.
More people came in. Tony Grosso said hello. Thank you so much. Hey, and Zyrek is playing Satisfactory on PC. I heard it's like one of the top 10 games this year. People are really talking about it.
Ooh, that name sounds like it's. What is Satisfactory about? That name sounds like it's.
I don't know, but I always like looking at like the top rated games of the year to see how many I've played.
Okay.
And Satisfactory is like in the top 10.
Satisfactory.
Yes.
Okay, here we go.
Shout out to Pink Piggles. Thank you so much for being here, Pink Piggles.
Oh.
You are the real MVP. And of course, the game complainers comes in. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. He says Zarek?
Zurich.
Zarek? I don't know.
This looks fun. You
Oh,
build
Zarek
bases.
QC. Okay, he's
Nice.
talking to Zarek. Yeah. Yeah,
This
absolutely.
looks fun. You build factories. All right, I'm down
Yes.
for that. Heck yeah,
That is
satisfactory. Yeah, awesome. This is why I always ask, and this is why I every day ask this: what is everyone playing, so I can see what game they mentioned, so I can learn about that game. Because sometimes you don't hear about it. Like, for example, you guys talk Unicorn Overlord. If it wasn't for you guys, I would have never heard of Unicorn Overlord. I
Really?
swear to God. Yep, that's how it is. That's what you gotta ask.
Wow. No,
You gotta
Unicorn
ask always
Overlord is fantastic.
It is. Poon
It
played
is.
it. He said it's awesome. You're playing it a lot too. I mean, when you were on the show a couple months ago, you were playing it.
Yeah, I had to stop to play. I ended up was like, you know what? I'm going to finish Sea of Stars, and I just put everything aside and just played Sea of Stars.
And you still have not finished Unicorn Overlord. You're still at it.
I'm like 40 hours in,
Oh my
and
God!
I haven't even discovered 50% of the map because I'm just so big. Like
You're
I
like
take it
me.
serious. If my people can't win every battle, I'm like reset. You know?
Yeah, we gotta go back. We gotta get you tougher. That would be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
What the heck is that?
Yep.
All right, guys, but let's get to it. So today we are going to be. Hold on, this is a new mode. Today we're going to be talking about games in 1996.
Yep.
All right.
When we had more hair, right, Axel?
That's. I still have great hair. I keep it short on purpose. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I had more hair back in the day, though.
So we're going to talk about, and we're going to rank them in 3 categories: that they were great then, and we would recommend them now. They were great then, but they don't hold up, and that they suck back then and they suck now. So the rule is, if all 3 of us rated great then, great now, it stays up here. If we get random, it automatically goes down here. It just depends. So up here, you got to get 9 points. You got to get 6 points here. And you got to get more than 3 points here. So 3, 4, 5 here, 6, 7, 8 here, and 9 points up here.
Yep.
So you guys ready? Let's get it started.
Let's get
So
started.
up first, Roy, I'm going to let you start us off, Roy. We're going to talk about Tekken 2 releasing for the PlayStation in 1996. Take it away, Roy. Talk to us about it.
This was one of the first things, I suppose, of like when you getting your original PlayStation console home and getting yourself a fully like 3D fight. Obviously, I know the first Tekken came out obviously before this one, but getting this one and just playing with these, well, at the time, obviously brilliant looking characters. You look back on them now, and maybe obviously obviously times have changed a little bit, but the game runs smooth as all hell. There's some great characters. There's some great powers on there. It's an absolute blast to play, whether you're playing arcade mode or playing against someone else if you've got yourself a second controller. And there's a lot of good stuff on there. The only thing that's a bit of a shame is obviously there's been a lot of changes and improvements with Tekken over the years, but I think 2 you can still go back to, maybe not 1, but 2 and 3 most definitely. 100%.
Great. All right, so let me put this on the board. So where would you put Tekken 2, Roy?
I think you can still get quite a bit out of it. I would still say it could be great in 24. I'm going to put it up top.
Up top. All right, starting
Up
off
top.
strong.
Yes.
Louis, did you play this game?
Yes, I did. Can you believe that? A couple years later, I did play it because you know what? I started with Tekken 3. And I don't remember. Hawaiian was not in Tekken 2, right? He was not in Tekken 2. I think he wasn't.
I think so.
No, he wasn't.
Right.
He wasn't. But yes, I literally started playing with Tekken 3. And I decided, let me go back and try out these games, man. I did try them out. And let me tell you, it was fun. It was fun. And not only that, when you saw this back in the day, I mean, we were nuts because for us, this was top of the line graphics. This was beautiful. It was beautiful stuff. We're like, oh man, look at these graphics. Look at how Kayusa looks. Look how Michelle looks and all this stuff. We went nuts about this, man. And the only thing that Tekken did was get like all the, like, for example, Street Fighter to do the same thing. Which Street Fighter was the EX Plus games. I don't know if you guys played the EX Plus Street Fighter games. They were so bad. But yeah, Tekken literally had it down the line. I mean, Tekken for me, it's got a rich history on the fighting game side. So yes, if it was for me, I'll put it right on top. 1996 to 2024 is still a great fighting game to go through, and the story is good too. It's got a great story.
That's true.
All right. Awesome. All right, now I I was a Saturn kid, and I didn't get a PlayStation until much later. So I didn't play this in 1996, and you know what? I haven't played it since. So I've never played Tekken 2 at all. And so I don't know where. So I'm not going to vote on this. I'm abstaining from this one. So rules are rules. If you get nothing but greens, you stay in the greens. So there you go. First game.
Yeah, 2 out of 3. 2 out of 3. We won. We won already. So yeah.
That's it. It's time to go, guys. Let's finish up for the night.
Yeah, that's right. Good to go. Good to go. All right, let me pull up our next game here. Oh, let me get past the intro. There we go. So our next game is called Die Hard Trilogy.
Oh. Oh.
Die Hard Trilogy.
Oh my God.
So, talk to us, Louis. Talk to us. What are these emotions about?
Oh man, I made a boo with that game. I don't want to say it. It was horrible.
Oh no.
I don't want to talk about that game, but let me tell you, because back in the day, actually, you remember how it was, right? We had to go to the video rental store. We had to rent our games. We couldn't buy them because we didn't have that much money like we do now, which we decide what to buy or not. But
Right.
back in the day, we had to go to the movie place and rent the game. So yes, I went in, rented that game, and started playing it, which you had 3 modes, right? You had that third-person mode, which is fantastic, which is Die Hard 1, and Die Hard 2. It was like what type of thing it's called? Like you just see like
It was the light gun game, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was kind of like a light gun game.
Yeah, the Die Hard arcade or whatever.
Yeah, Die Hard arcade thing.
Yeah.
And then you had part 3, which I think it was like driving around in a cab, if I remember correctly, right?
Yes. Each level.
Yes.
You didn't drive around, but they drove around while you shoot.
Well,
Yeah.
that was Die Hard 3. Wait, I'm lost now.
Isn't it?
I mean, I think you had to just drive around to
I
take
think
down
there
the
was some
bombs.
driving.
I
Yeah.
think there was some
Okay,
driving.
okay.
I gotta recheck on how it was. But yes, I rented that game. I was playing throughout the weekend, and guess what happened? Of course, because things always had to happen. So I had a TV with because back in the day we had them big ass TVs with the big box on the back, right?
Yes.
They were heavy as hell. So you had
Yes.
to get like a nice furniture to put that TV on because you couldn't like have like plasma, hanging in front of a wall or something, right? I mean, it
Yes.
weighed too damn much. So I had the PlayStation up on the top, and that back in the day also we had the controllers with the nice long cable, of course, that nice long cable. I accidentally pulled on the cable, the PlayStation fell,
Oh no.
and the PlayStation and the weird, I don't know how it happened, which just things that happened. While the PlayStation fell, the front port opened and it landed right on the CD and it cracked the CD.
Oh yeah.
So I
cracked it.
It cracked it. So I put the CD inside the box and I just stayed quiet and pretend to the video plays, see what happens. But guess what? They saw it crack, man. No matter what, they saw it crack, and I got busted for it. And I had to go to work to pay for that. They said, "You're working. I don't care. You're gonna pay for this." So yeah, I had to go to work to pay for that thing. So yeah.
My
was
goodness.
Yep. I was a kid though. Kids. When they do something bad, like, "Oh no, I don't want to be in trouble." I couldn't get away from that one. But yeah, it was a sad day for me because I love that game. I love playing that game. I was like, man, I broke this game.
So where would you put this game?
Well, would I put this game? I mean, to this day, the way the 3 play modes that it had, I will put it to number 2 great. I mean, still, if I could get my hands on it and replay it again, man, I would go through it. 1924, it was a good Die Hard trilogy game. It was fun. It was fun. The controllers weren't like really bad. Well, the controllers were not always good, but either way, though, it was just a fun game. Running around the jungle.
Yeah, you had to turn around with the
It was
shoulder
fun.
buttons, right?
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was a fun game.
But you also had like a manual, like an automatic manual targeting mode. It was kind of interesting.
It was interesting, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
they really did some cool stuff, and I don't know why. Like to this day, I always say, man, they should like remake these games and bring these games back.
Mhm.
This type of games were really fun back in the day. You got to bring them back. It was simple shooting, going around, and that's all you did. Just shoot and destroy everything. That's it. Simple fun. Simple fun. Yep.
Absolutely. Roy, Die Hard, talk to me. Talk to the chat.
Talk to everyone. Okay. Yeah, I got this when I got my light gun on the PS1. I think I got it pretty much at the same time as I got like the Time Crisis game.
Wow.
Many got it initially for the Die Hard 2 sort of light gun shooter. I didn't play this sort of third person one as much. I didn't get on with the controls, I don't think. But I played the hell out of the shooter. I played all the levels through of Die Hard 3 one with the taxi and just had an absolutely great time with it. Yeah, so there's a lot of fun to be had with those 3 different game modes. You had 3 complete games there, really nicely bundled together, and they were based off of some kick-ass movies. There was some knockoff Bruce Willis sound-alike on there, you know. And,
yeah.
it's just, killing people at the end of like the levels, just giving it the happy trails and all that sort of stuff, you know. Just like,
Oh yeah,
it's
happy
cool. I'm
trails.
playing Die Hard, you know, like there's just nothing but fun to be had, without a doubt.
It was a fun game. I had a lot of fun on the weekend. Yes, the third level was that you had to drive a taxi and slam it against bombs and stuff. Yeah, I'm just looking at it. I remember. Yep.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. Yeah, it was a good game. Good game.
It's good stuff. So, hold on, let me go here. So, where would you put Die Hard trilogy?
Oh, it's easily got to be great in 2024. I mean, obviously it's a pain in the ass. You need yourself a separate setup or something to get like the gun working.
Yeah, the light guns won't work normally anymore. Yeah,
you need yourself an old big ass TV, like you say, but it's still definitely going to be something that's worth playing, without a doubt. One of the best.
Yeah, and by the way, guys, let us know what you think of any of these games from 1996 that we're talking about. And of course, at the end of the show, we'll open it up to some of the games you played in 1996 at the end, but that won't be till the end of the show, guys. Again, so don't think we're ignoring you. And the games you mentioned from 1996, we just, we gotta pace ourselves. That's all. That's all.
Just tell us how long we are.
Yes. All right, so my turn. Talk about Die Hard trilogy. So I had the light gun, and I didn't play this in 96. I played this in 97 because it came to the Saturn in 97. But I know that it released on the PlayStation in 96. Right? And I rented this one, and I didn't like it. I'm going to be real honest with you. After I played Die Hard Arcade, so I played two Die Hards came out in 97 for the Saturn. Die Hard Arcade and Die Hard Trilogy, right? So Die Hard Arcade was this awesome beat 'em up, right? I'll talk about it in the next episode, the 1997. That was incredible. And then I got to, I'm like, ooh, Die Hard Trilogy. And at the time I was so young and dumb, I was like, I didn't know that this was based on Bruce Willis's awesome work, right? To me, it was just like, this game is not as fun as the other game. So when I compared it to the other game, I wasn't having as much of a good time. But I rented it, so I had it for like 4 days, I think it was the rental period. I had it for like 4 days before I had to return it to the rental place. And I played it, and I played it, and I played it, and I couldn't, it didn't come with a manual or anything. And I was like, I don't understand what I'm doing. I'm so lost. It's not intuitive. I can't kick anybody. I have to shoot them close range. Why do I have to shoot them? And it was just like I want to beat people up. So young me did not enjoy this game. Let's talk about older me, right? Older me would probably enjoy this game a lot more now that I understand games more, right? Than younger me. Younger me was like, pick up and play. Older me is like, okay, what's going on? Let me study a little bit, right? But young me didn't understand this game. Older me might get this game going, but because I didn't initially enjoy this game, I think everything that you guys said is great. But I didn't initially enjoy this game, so I cannot tell you that I enjoyed this game. So this game, for me, sucked in 96, and I have zero drive to buy it in 2024 and try it. Sorry, Roy. So for me, it's going to suck here. So how many points is that? That's 6, 7. 7 points, so it goes right here.
That works.
7 points. It goes in the middle. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I'm sorry. That's the way the voting goes.
This is rigged. This is rigged. No, I'm just kidding.
Let me check in with the chat. Xbox International Podcast joins us. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Zyrek QC. I can never pronounce this. Zyrek QC. I am as old as the games you're put on the list, but there are a lot of good games in 1996. They sure are. Mm-hmm. And as I said, let us know what you guys think of the games we're talking about. Roberto Z, thank you so much for joining us. You are the real MVP. He says, "What's up, gamers? What's up? What's up?" Syracuse says, the issue with those games is license, and right, I knew it sucked. Oh man, yeah, I don't think you could remake this game outside of the Switch because of the light gun effect of it. So, yeah. But enough of that game. Let's move on to the next game, shall we?
Uh-oh.
Let me find a good spot here. Okay, here we go. So the next game we're going to talk about is none other than Super Mario 64. So in 1996, guess what else released? That's right, the Nintendo 64.
Yep.
Bringing with it 64 bits of graphics and ushering what would be some of the best 3D games of all time. But one of the games that it ushered in was the plumber himself, Mario. Now, I love this game. I'm gonna start off. Is that okay, guys?
Go for it.
If I start,
We'll allow it. It's fine.
Yeah,
That's cool.
I love this game.
Who does?
This game got the camera angles right, or you could also adjust it just a little bit with the C buttons on the 64 controller. It had an analog stick. It did 3D right out of the box. It had the D-pad. It had a weird looking controller, but they put that analog stick on there. The Z, I think they called it the ZR button or the Z button. Yeah, on the back, so you could hold it like a gun. It was just so intuitive, and on Super Mario, like you could just go around running around like this guy is and not do anything. But if you got good at this game, you could like jump from one bad guy to another guy to over the wall and finish this game right away. So this game is fun. I like this game a lot.
You really played the hell out of this game because I wasn't that good.
And what's funny is you're collecting the stars, right? And there's 5 to 10 stars every level. So every time you loaded up this game, you would just play the same level, but do a different objective and then do a different objective. And then like, okay, now I got to activate the green blocks. Now I got to get that star. Now I got to activate the red blocks, get that star. So it had a lot of replay value. Like even though it loaded the level the same level, you played it differently every single time. And that's what I loved about it, was that it was, you could wander around this level here for hours when you first got this game. Of course, now that I'm older and I've memorized this, I don't wander around for hours anymore. But when I was little, I was like, yes, this is what I wanted. And I like this game so much that, you know what? I bought it on the Switch with the Super Mario 3D Superstars collection. And guess the only game I played in that one is this one. That's right. Well, not just this one. But I loaded this one up to see if I still had it. And man, it is still fun. So for me, Super Mario 64 goes great in 1996. And you know what? It's still great now. Get it on your Switch. It's good to go. Good to go.
If you can get one.
If you can get one. If not, I got one for you. I'll sell it to you for $500.
Nice.
So,
wait, they're sold out? You can't get one?
they stopped selling it. It was only for a limited time.
It was a limited thing, wasn't it? Limited time, yeah.
Yeah, it was only in stores for a limited time. I think they did the same. They're doing the same with another game right now, but I think it's the World Championship game. Yeah.
Can I say this? Son of a bitch. Seriously, I'm pissed now.
PG-13, man. Yeah, no. Yeah, you missed out because Super Mario 3D Superstars is is
was
one
it
of those
this
games.
one, Galaxy and Sunshine? Was it
Sunshine? Yeah, this 64, Sunshine, and Galaxy 1.
Yeah,
what's it called?
Right. Super Mario 3D Superstar Collection or something like that. I have it, but it's too far.
You'll find it. It's like 250 on eBay.
On eBay, wow.
Yeah, probably.
Let me see. You got Mario Odyssey. No, that's not it. 3D.
No.
3D. No, that's not it. No, where is it?
I think it's Super Mario 3D All Stars. There we go. That's the name of the game.
Here it is. Okay, renewed. Okay, let's see if I can get it for cheap. Go, Lou. Go get it. Oh, I did find it for $150. Okay, that's a good price.
Get it. Yeah, so it's called Super Mario 3D All Stars. Get it. Definitely get it. Louis, talk to us about Super Mario 64.
Talk about Super Mario 64. Man. One of the best games ever made, no doubt. I mean, 100% is one of the best games ever made in the history of Mario. For me, every time when I think Mario, I think about this game. It's just, it was way too much fun. You can, like I said, with the camera angles and everything, the fights, everything was iconic in this game. It was never boring. You had to figure out like the whole world, like you were saying, looking for the stars. Like, for example, that stars that are locked in the gate. Behind the jail, you got to figure out how to get it and everything. And back in the day, we did not have we did not have the internet to help us out. So we literally had to sit there and try to figure this shit out. It was insane. Or if not, wait for Nintendo Power or GamePro, to give you the advice. or actually buy the guide. There was like a guide that cost like was it $23?
The Prima guides, yeah, they were like
yeah,
$20.
yeah. I mean, that's the only
Yeah.
way you can play this game. If not, you have to figure stuff out on it to get like all the stars and everything. There was like 2 endings to this game, right? There was like an ending where if you like had enough stars to fight Bowser, you can finish it, and there was like a full ending if you had like gotten all the stars from the whole game. But man,
Yeah, there was a completionist ending. Yeah, it did have 2 endings.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to get this because I'll be honest with you, it's one of those games where you have to go back and you gotta sit there and say, okay, let me get the 100 stars. Let me get the completionist ending, because I never got the completionist ending. I just finished it and said, okay, I'm done. Goodbye. I'm done. Move to the next. But yes, it's top of the line game, man. It's top of the line. It has to be up there because we have it now for Switch. So yes, must play 2024 if nobody went back to play it.
Oh yeah, hold on. Let me put this on here.
Put that a must play.
So where would you put it?
On top, great. 2024, great. Yep.
Great.
Yes, sir.
All right. Roy, what about you? I know you were a PlayStation boy, but did you
PlayStation boy.
Power?
I had some friends who had a 64, so I dabbled with the game at the time. But I mean, it's a genre-defining game. When you consider, like on PlayStation, we had like Bubsy 3D or something, and Nintendo had this absolutely classic. You can still feel the influence of this game in platformers now. You play Galaxy on the Wii, you play Odyssey on the Switch, and you can still feel quite a lot of what they did in this game. Even when you play something like the Astro games, to a degree, they're still taking quite a bit from this one here from the 64. It's an absolutely legendary game, 100%, and it's something which will still play well. And I imagine it probably even plays a little bit better with the Switch controls, I would think, as well. To be fair to you, give us those 2 analog sticks.
You got full control of the camera now.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
I don't have too much more to say about it, but I'm pretty confident in the fact that it would still be absolutely great. If I had a 64 or I had a copy on the Switch, I would be happily be playing it right now. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. Get that 3D All Stars. Pay a couple of $100. It's only money, Louis.
Yeah, it's only money. Oh man.
It's only money. All right, let's check in with the chat. Let's see. Let me go. There we go. Split Difference says, yo, where's my bro Doggy? Like I said, Doggy is supporting his daughter. She has an extracurricular today. And of course, he's the parent. He's got to be your biggest fan. So he is supporting his daughter tonight. I think she had a concert or something like that.
Nice. That's awesome.
Shout out to Fart Q. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. He says hello to everyone except Louis.
Yep.
Love you, bro.
Yep. Except Louis.
Pink Pickle says Mario 64 is her jam. Absolutely. Shout out to Splend Difference. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Louis. Oh, I say we gotta go.
Louis. Oh, we gotta go. Yeah. Yep.
There you go, Splend Difference. Thank you so much. You're the real MVP. Let's see. Far Q says, don't ignore me, Louis. Acknowledge my presence. Excellent stream this morning and had a lot of fun. Yeah.
Yes, I got picked on this morning a lot. Always do.
Always. I feel like you're a punching bag sometimes.
Yep. Man. I'm gonna come back one day and get my revenge. No worries, I will. I have a list. I'm like Jericho. I have my list.
You're like Jericho. The list of Jericho.
The list, yes.
Love it.
Yes, I love the list of Jericho. That was one of my favorite times.
That was great.
In WWE. All right, hold on, guys. I'm adjusting the next set of games. So I apologize that I have to adjust these games. But if I do it all at once, it freezes my computer, and I don't want that. So yeah. All right, let's see. Up next is Pickle says, I begged my mom to buy me Nintendo Power for this, and she wouldn't. How could she not? Oh, and shout out to Anthony. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. He says, Die Hard Trilogy is greater than Mario 64. I don't know about that one, man. I don't know about that one.
That's a hard sell. That's a very hard sell.
The Game Complainer says, Mario 64 with Rumble was better, only released in Japan, not the US, unfortunately. Did Mario 64 not utilize the Rumble pack? I don't remember. I don't know. Let's see. And yeah, I remember this far, Q. The Mario 64 source code got leaked on the internet, so people ported them over to a bunch of places. and even upgraded the graphics. I do
Nice.
remember that. All right, Louis. Oh, hold on. Louis is busy, so we're going to skip that one and move on to a different one. Here we go.
Yeah, it was the wife was asking me what I want for dinner, so of course you got to pay attention because if not,
Of course, she's talking.
Important questions. Yes.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, important questions because we
Yeah, you better pay attention, man. All right, so up next is a game that I enjoyed. Make sure everything is going good over here. Everything shows good. Okay.
Oh, a game that you enjoyed. A platformer's got to be.
So this is a Saturn game. Now, if you know me, you know I love me some Sega Saturn. I was a Saturn kid. A lot of people were Nintendo kids and PlayStation kids, but not me.
Saturn
I
was
was
a
a
bad
Sega
console.
Saturn kid.
That was a bad console.
No way. You don't know what you're talking about, man.
Yes, it was.
Saturn is amazing. So, and one of the amazing games on Sega Saturn is this Panzer Dragoon 2 SWI. And this game took everything I loved about Panzer Dragoon and turned it up to 11. The bosses now became multi-stage bosses where their armor would break or their arms would break off. Your dragon wasn't grown when you first got him. You had to raise him up and watch him grow into a rideable dragon, and then eventually he became a gliding dragon, and then finally a flying dragon. What? It had multiple paths in this game. So depending on what you did, it would do multiple paths, and that was amazing. It had, each path had, I think this game had 2 or 3 endings, which is incredible. I love this game. I cannot tell you how excited I am for this game to come to the remake stage. I know that it is being remade, and I cannot wait. Everybody should play this game. I love this game so much. This game is, it's top tier. If you're a Saturn fan and you don't have Panzer Dragoon in your collection or haven't emulated Panzer Dragoon, because it is one of those games, you're going to be paying over $100 for this game if you get it now. But I think it's worth every penny. So this game would be great in 1996 and even great in 2024. I cannot wait for the remake. I still love everything about this game. I am a huge Panzer Dragoon fan, so my opinion might be a little biased. Let's talk to some of the chat. Crazy Lou, did you play this incredible game?
No, I did not, because Sega Saturn
God.
sucks. So everything about Sega Saturn sucks. It should be down the bottom.
I can't believe these blasphemous words here.
I'm just messing, but it's great news that this actually being remade, because I heard good stuff about it back in the day, but I did not play it. I heard good stuff back in the day, so it's good it's being remade.
The soundtrack, Louis.
I'm glad it's being remade, man. I'm glid it's being remade, because this is the type of games that need to be. This is what, and sorry, Roy, but I gotta say this. This is what PlayStation needs to learn. Right? If you want to make a remake, if you want to make a remaster, this is what you got to bring back. Games like this. Why the hell not bring this back, right? And if you're saying it's coming back, it's awesome. Because, hey, what was the last time we all played a game that you get to raise a dragon? And after you raise a dragon, when was the last time we played a game like that? When was the last time we sat there and like, okay, let's raise a dragon, train them to fight, have combat and everything. When did we play a game like that?
Yeah.
It's awesome that they're bringing it back. That makes games fun. It makes a person go back and play the game and say, okay, let me add this to the dragon. Let me get them more powerful. Let me do this. This is fun stuff. I think we were going to get that type of game with, what's it called? That game that never came out for Xbox.
Scalebound.
I think we're going to get something like that. But it's amazing that it's being remade. So that's awesome stuff. That's awesome news. But I never played it, though.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. You're missing out, Lou. You're missing out. That's all I got to tell you.
I'm not missing out because it's being remade.
You're 100% missing out. You need to emulate this.
No.
And I say emulate because, trust me, this game is expensive. So, and there's a reason why it's expensive, because it's good. It's good. That's why.
Did it only come up for Sega Saturn? Did it come up for PlayStation? No.
This is an exclusive.
Then I had to get a Sega Saturn. Sega Saturns are pretty expensive to get.
Yeah, so you got to get an expensive Saturn and an expensive game that's hard to find. And you're better off just emulating, bro. Trust me.
It's not that hard to find. It's easy to find. You just got to go to eBay and say, eBay, get me Panzer, and you'll get it. You'll probably get it for $60.
Listen to this guy. This game's like $100 easy on eBay.
Oh, want to bet? Oh, check this out. Watch me get it for $60. You
Let me
ready?
see.
Let's see now. Let's go to
Show me the
eBay.
receipts. Show me the receipts.
I'll get it. I'll get it.
And it
Because
better be complete in box for $60.
Oh no, not complete in box, of course. Just the game itself, just the CD. Nah, complete in box costs more. Yeah, just the CD. No. That would be a lot more. No.
Yeah. Roy, did you have any friends that had a Sega Saturn and played this game when you were younger?
I don't think so. No. We spoke about obviously the first Panzer Dragoon the other week when I was at 95. So I mean, I didn't know there was a second one, but I have played a little bit of the remake of the first one because I bought it that very night. And to be fair, like it's pretty solid. So I'd be interested in seeing what the remake of this would be like. I'm thinking if the gameplay is as good and they just sort of smooth out some of those edges, then yeah, I'm happy to jump in. And all that extra stuff you were saying about obviously about the sort of growing and raising the dragon and whatnot sounds awesome. Sounds like they made a pretty decent sequel.
Yeah, no, this is great. And then just lore. Spoiler. The best part about these games, the Panzer Dragoon universe, is that these weapons are these things that you're fighting. They're technically bioweapons that are immortal.
Right.
That are immortal. So even if you kill them, right? Let's just pretend you kill one. They could show up in a sequel later, regenerating, because that's what they do. They just regenerate endlessly.
Correct.
Yeah, so it's a pretty dire world. The world of Panzer Dragoon is pretty dire. Just pointing it out. Anyways, great game. So rules are rules. Highest vote, 1 out of 3 divided by 3 divided by 1 is 3 points. So boom, stays up there. Yeah.
How many CDs did this thing have? Because I'm looking for it, but it's like CD1 only for this, CD2 only for that. I'm like, why the hell am I gonna buy this?
Hold on, let me tell you.
Just put it out the archive.
Right here.
Oh, the big
Nice.
fat. Back in the day,
Oh,
those
yeah.
boxes,
Case,
I
yeah.
missed them. Yes, I missed those boxes. That's
So this one is one.
This was one. Yeah, I know.
Now make sure you're buying Panzer Dragoon 2 SWI. Panzer Dragoon Saga is 4 CDs.
Jesus Christ.
So be sure you're buying the correct one.
Yeah, because
Now,
I'm
they did
searching for-
release a very limited special edition Panzer Dragoon 2 SWI with the soundtrack.
Mhm.
So that might be what you're looking at, Louis. But
I
it's
don't know
super
what-
duper limited edition. Like
I'm
not
looking.
paying for
I'm
that.
looking at it, and you cannot you cannot find it for like less than $1,000. So I guess I was way off for the $60 mark. But I did find one CD for $60. That's what I'm asking. How many CDs was this game? But yeah, so yes, I did find one.
Yeah, Panzer
And-
Dragoon 2 SWI. Now again, make sure you're buying 2 SWI.
And there was a version of Japan that only cost $60. So yeah,
No, if you buy the Japanese version, it's definitely cheap.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's cheap.
All right, here we go. Let's check it out. Let's see. So Game Complainers comes in with the awesome knowledge. He says, there was no Rumble pack when Mario 64 came out. Japan got a second release in 97 with Rumble support. Man, we missed out.
Yeah.
Woo, get this man out of here, bro. Oh, they're talking about you, Louis. They're talking about you.
Because it didn't play Panzer.
Heads
Hey.
conquering your dragon. Oh, my gosh.
Listen.
CEX has a Super Mario 3D All-Stars for 65 euros. Not bad.
Nice.
Did you guys see the Shinobi
Pretty.
remake? I did. I can't wait.
Shinobi's
I
getting
can't
a
wait.
remake.
Yeah.
Oh, let me go
Yeah.
check this out.
Fart Q says, Axel, I'm not sure if I like this Louis guy. How can he hate the Saturn? Right? How can he hate such an incredible, amazing console? Way better than that PlayStation.
I'm just
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. The PlayStation was
I'm
great,
just
boy.
for console for warring. That's all. I'm just messing around because hey, I got a Dreamcast right here.
Yeah.
Right there. Got a nice, sweet little Dreamcast. One of my favorite consoles of all time. But no, I didn't get the Sega Saturn. I didn't get it. I
For
wanted
me,
to
it was
get
either PlayStation or Saturn, and I was a huge Sega
Yeah.
kid, so I went with the Saturn. And boy, am I glad! I feel like I played all these hidden gems that everybody else missed out on.
Yep.
Just
I
being honest.
went for PlayStation. Went for with the popular kids.
Let's see. Farky says, Louis, emulation is legal, and how you go about obtaining the games, that's the issue. But if there's no means to buy it legitimately, I don't see no problem pirating a game. Before, sometimes if there's like an old game that I want to buy, before I buy it, I emulate it to see if it's worth the asking price. So yeah,
Oh, okay.
and then I'll go buy it if I think it's worth the asking price. If not, then I don't. So yeah. Let's see. The only Panzer Dragoon I have is the Game Gear. What? Man, that one is expensive.
Wow.
The one on the Game Gear is expensive. Let's see. Emulated Louis, the only person you'll be giving money to is a reseller. Devs, publishers get nothing. Game Complainer says Sega Saturn for life. Absolutely. Get that Sega Saturn for life. For life, Louis.
I was looking for a Sega Saturn these days. I was looking to buy one because I went for a phase like to get old consoles before I moved. I even have the CTV back there somewhere out there that I have to when I finish organizing this room the way I want to organize it because I gotta get a new desk for the computer. So once I get the new desk, I can finally finish organizing. I can put the TV, and I got the TV just to play Dreamcast. And I was like, let me see if I can find an N64, which I haven't found an N64. And the Sega Saturns I've run into, all of them had issues. I'm like, God damn, I can't wait to get a good one, a good Sega Saturn. So I'm looking for, I'm aiming for it. So if I get it, then I could get those games for a really good price.
Absolutely, yeah. No, you have to. You have to try, man. You have to try.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Definitely, I recommend these games. This is probably the best one on the Saturn. Probably one of the better games of the Saturn.
If it's being remade, if it's being remade, it's for a reason. It has to have a lot of love from back in the day. So yes, I'm happy it's being remade, so I can play it now.
I cannot wait to get it's going to come out with 2 soundtracks: the OG soundtrack and a remade one by the same composer. Cannot wait. Cannot wait. All right, let's see. Let's move the show right along. All right, Louis, you're going to start us off here with some Street Fighter Alpha 2.
Heck yeah. Who in the hell did not love Street Fighter Alpha? Street Fighter Alpha was, for me, one of the best series out there. My favorite one is Street Fighter Alpha 3. It's my top of the hand down favorite out of all of them is Street Fighter Alpha 3. But Street Fighter Alpha is a great. The animation was beautiful. I love the animation of the Street Fighter games. It was so beautiful. Plus the stories, like for example, if you got like the characters that are rivals and everything together, they did like an emotion, like a cool like emotion thing on the set on the right before you start fighting. Man, it was great. I love Street Fighter Alpha. That's gotta be top of the line. I mean, it's been put like on these systems, on Capcom collections and everything. So if you can get it, go for it. You're not missing anything with this game. This game is fun. All of them are fun. All the old Street Fighter games are great. All of them. Even Third Strike was great too. So highly recommended. Highly recommended.
Highly recommended. All right, but how would you recommend it in 2024?
Oh, the top of the line. One of those games I recommend. Top of the line.
Top of the line. Street Fighter Alpha 2.
Yes, sir.
Top of the line. Roy, Street Fighter Alpha 2.
I have not played this. I don't think I had anything that maybe would have played it at the time. And I know I've played some 2D Street Fighters at some point, but never sort of really got anywhere with them, didn't get on too much. So I can kind of, I don't really have anything on this one, unfortunately.
Man, you should try it out. I mean, there's the Capcom collection. Go. I mean,
the animations and everything do look very, very cool.
Oh, the animation is cool. I mean, they brought back what was it these days that they brought back the Marvel vs. Capcom collection too, something like that. That was just also a great game. But back in the day, these fighting games were just with the animation was just top of the line. I love them. I love them. They were so much fun.
Nice.
This looks so different than the Street Fighter Alpha 2 I played. So I know the PlayStation version ran perfect, right? The best arcade port was the Sega Saturn version with the 4 megabyte RAM expansion. That's right, Crazy Luke. Sega Saturn version was the best one, the best port. But I ended up getting the Super Nintendo version, Street Fighter Alpha 2.
Oh Lord! Oh
which
Lord!
Doesn't look anything as good as this.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
So the funniest part about this game on the Super Nintendo is they're like, ready, fight! And then the game pauses for like 3 or 4 seconds. And this happens every time, right? It pauses, and then you can start fighting. And I have no idea why. It does that every time. I mean, it might just be my copy. I don't know. But chat, let me know if anybody else has the Super Nintendo version. But yeah, Super Street Fighter Alpha 2 is one of those games that it's fun. And this is what I loved about it. These combos.
That was
the
great.
Super Gauge, the Alpha
Super
Gauge.
That was so great, yes.
It added such a neat dynamic to the game.
Not only that, it made Bison buffer. I mean, Bison was
Jesus, man, he was ridiculous.
He was a beast, man. Bison kicked ass.
Yes.
and Evil Ryu, Akuma, man. Oh,
Akuma. Oh, he could one-shot you,
Oh.
man.
Oh man, it was great. It was great. I'm telling you, I love the Alpha series. It was great. I don't know why. This is what I'm saying. Keep up with this stuff because like the new Street Fighters are good, right? I'm not saying they're bad. The one that came out with 360 was great. That's for the great. But then Street Fighter 5 was okay. The next Street Fighter, the one that just released, I tried. I'm like, yeah, it's okay. I like Mortal Kombat better. Mortal Kombat for me is way better.
So Roy, where would you put Street Fighter Alpha 2?
I don't really have anything on it. I don't think I've played it in the slightest, I'm afraid.
All right. So I played the Super Nintendo version. Outside of the ready, fight, pause. Right? And then get into fighting. It was a good game. I actually love that I have the Super Nintendo version because I feel like I have a rare version that no one even knows exists. So yeah. Oh, here we go. Game Completers in with the knowledge again. He says Capcom released it for the SNES after the Saturn and PlayStation versions. It pauses because it can't handle the NES hardware. There you go.
It was strong hardware, but if the game looked good though, because with Super NES did a lot of good stuff with games. I mean, it was beautiful. Like for example, Mortal Kombat 1, for example, right? When you sit there and you play Mortal Kombat 1 on Super Nintendo, like the sound was great, the fighting was awesome, the effects were on. When you go to the Sega Genesis version,
it was better.
No, it had the blood. It had the blood. I'll give them that.
Better.
But just the sound, and that sound, and when sometimes you punch the person, like the punches, you couldn't even hear the sound.
It was weird. Louis, nobody cares about the voicing in a Mortal Kombat, okay? For the Sega Genesis. You want to know why? Because I was busy beating everybody up. If you wanted to hear the voice in Mortal Kombat, it was my voice talking smack about how much you suck.
But wait a minute. Wait a minute. When Super Nintendo said to Mortal Kombat 2, yes, let's put the blood on it. Guess what happened to the Sega version? With the sound effects and graphics, they kicked ass right there. I mean, I was happy Nintendo took that road and said, let's put blood in Mortal Kombat 2. Hell with that.
Okay, I found it, guys. I found it. So check it out. Okay, so here, check it out, Louis. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna turn on the audio for this. Check it out.
Yeah.
Round 2, fight!
Oh, it was slow. My God, it was slow. Wow.
Yeah, it was slow.
Wow. Not compared to wow.
I played Street Fighter Alpha 2, but I didn't play the good versions, okay? So I feel like my vote shouldn't really count. Because if I was to tell you this one, I would say it was great because I'm like, yeah, awesome, I got it, yeah. But would I recommend this SNES version to anybody? And the answer is no.
Well, at least it gave you a chance to go pee. You know, that's good. There's a pause button to go pee. I mean, that's those 2 seconds you go to the bathroom, come back, and you probably start fighting right there. Give you a chance to go to the bathroom.
So, but I know that on the Saturn and on the PlayStation, this played phenomenal. And if I just comparing the two graphics, hold on, let me just load up a fight here. I mean, look how nice and detailed this animation is, right?
Yep.
Compared to what I had. So I would recommend this one today, 100%. And it's much faster, great. As Louis said.
It's still great.
So I'm going to leave it up here because I would leave the SNES one here. Again, in 2024, right? It was great back then. But I would put the Saturn version and the PlayStation versions up here. 100%. Yes. So 100%. Let's see. Farq says, I prefer fighting games from the 90s and the early 2000s.
Same here.
96,
Same
man,
here.
Farq. This is awesome.
Same here. I'm with you 100%. Listen, this is I gotta show you something. Let me go get this. Where is my piece?
Okay.
Let me go get it.
What could it be?
Oh, I'm so curious.
Right here, baby.
Hold on. Let me see.
Right here, baby. Right here.
Ooh,
right here, baby.
A Saturn.
Right no, Dreamcast.
Yeah, sorry. A Dreamcast.
This
right.
is.
I don't know why I confused those. Right, a Dreamcast.
This is the best fighting game of all time, right here.
But it'd be Power Stone.
There it
Oh,
is.
Capcom versus SNK. Yeah, that's pretty good.
It is the best
pretty good.
game out there. Best game. I got this for $60 on eBay. I said I'm more than the sucker. Best fighting game out there. I was even looking to buy the graded one, and I couldn't get it because the guy came around and raised the price like to $700. Like, no, I was gonna buy the $400 version just to have it graded because I love that game. That's my favorite fighting game of all time. Top of the line. You had all the characters in there. I love how the add-ons too. You had Evil Yuri. You have all that stuff in that. Oh man, it was complete. It was complete with SNK. It was complete. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful game. Beautiful.
Love it. Let's see. Game Complainer says, no, everybody knows it exists. It goes for a lot of money. Wow, really? Huh. Again, Game Complainer is with the knowledge.
Yep, it does. Anything old goes for a lot of money now. Everything old, man. Everything old goes for a lot of money now. Especially in games. Oh my God.
Yeah. Capcom wasn't going to release the Alpha 2 on SNES originally, but they decided to fight the limitations. This is why they skipped Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo and Alpha 1 on the SNES. Oh, okay. Okay. And more knowledge from Game Complainers. Saturn versions of all the Street Fighter games are king, especially with the 4 megabyte expansion pack. It added all the animations from the arcade. PSX couldn't handle the animations. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So let's see. And that's why you can't tag out in all the Versus games on PlayStation. The memory was limited and you couldn't tag it in out. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah.
Wow.
See, I did not know that. And again, shout out to Game Complainers for the knowledge, man. For the knowledge. The guy is the Britannica of video games. Let's see. I don't know what it is about modern fighting games.
I agree.
Just don't do it for me. Yeah.
I agree. Like, for example, Mortal Kombat still has it for me. I can enjoy a Mortal Kombat game, but a Street Fighter just after 360 version, just I can't. I'm waiting. Did the new Tekken game come out? Because yeah, it did come out. I haven't tried it yet, but I always try these games before I say let me go buy, because it's just insane how much these games have changed. And okay, like some things are better, but they take away like the good things from the past, and that's what makes it bad. Because like I'm used to like I said with Capcom vs SNK, when I sit there and I play that game, I really do enjoy, and I play hours, non-constant hours, just to unlock everything I want to unlock. Everything. It's just one of those games where you sit there for hours. Now fighting games is just okay. I go ahead, I finish, I'm like and done. That's it. Move on.
Absolutely. Speaking of moving on, let's get on to their next game. I'm going to start us off on this game.
Oh, what is it?
Shout out to my original babe.
Yes!
My original first crush of gaming, none other than Lara Croft in Tomb Raider.
Tomb Raider, let's go! Tomb Raider. I was
jealous.
I was showing this morning because I was
sad
talking
to not own
about
a PlayStation. It was this game right here, Roy. It was this game.
Wait.
Little did I know that this game also came to the Saturn. So guess what I did, Roy? Guess what I did? Yes.
I wonder.
That's right. I took this game. I bought this game on my Saturn. I looked at all the art on the booklet, and a little time. Fast forward a little
Axel,
time later. I went to bed super happy.
Axel, stop talking. You gotta right there.
There's a reason why Lara Croft is the queen of my video gaming heart.
Uh-oh. Hey. Don't get Axel. Stop. I don't want to see like a frying pan flying right there when that door opens, man.
my beautiful wife. Yeah.
She's looking at you.
Yeah. Roy, I don't know if British women are really like this, but you are lucky. Okay. That's all I gotta say. You're lucky, my man. So Tomb Raider, great action adventure puzzler. Wow. It launched an incredible franchise. And of course, with the coding error that they decided to just leave in with her triangles,
Yes,
that is
yes.
This game was so much fun.
Let's put it PG. Let's call it the Madonna bra.
The Madonna bra. There you go.
Yeah, the Madonna bra. It's better. I told you.
Oh my gosh. So, yeah. So this game, amazing to me. Loved it. I love the fact that it launched the franchise. And yes, this game is the one that I was like, is this on the Sega Saturn? And when I found it, I bought it instantly. Yep. I mowed lawns. I did extra chores. I needed the money to get this game. So this game to me holds a very special place in my video gaming heart.
Uh-oh.
Right?
I mean, you better stop talking. I'm telling you, you're gonna be in trouble. You're
Lara
be in
Croft to
trouble.
me would go up here, but let's
You
talk
should
about the
put it-
gameplay because
you
gameplay
should-
is king.
You should put it in the middle because just in case. I mean, the
because
wife's
even
already
though
on the
this
couch.
game was great for what it was, the controls these days, today, trash. The puzzles, modern days, in today's modern day, kind of trash. Right? So even though this game is great, I wouldn't mind a remake. But as it stands, and I don't, has there been a remake of this, Roy?
It has. Yeah, it came out in February.
February. Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
That's right. You're right.
They did the trilogy, didn't they?
Yeah, that's right. They did the whole trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't played it, so the remake though, if it did better graphics and gave you full camera control and double analog stick control, did it, Roy?
I haven't played the remake, but I believe it's got some sort of modern controls to it. Yes,
Okay.
as well as improved
If they
graphics.
added the modern controls, then yes, I 100%
pretty
recommend
good.
this game in 2024. But if they didn't, over here, down here it goes. But for the 1996 version of Tomb Raider, the gameplay just doesn't hold up. Right? Even though this game is near and dear to my gaming heart, the game just doesn't hold up. Let me check in with the chat because I believe there's some great.
Don't keep adding. Yeah, I'm telling you, you're gonna unless your frying pan going in there. I mean,
my beautiful wife, the MVP of my life, says, She says, "Big couch is waiting, husband."
Yeah, I told you. I mean, I'm telling you, I don't want to be in a live stream when I see that door open and just see a frying pan. Just whoop, boom. I don't want to see that or shoe. I don't want to see that live.
John TJ says, you better count Halo and Twisted Metal on this list. Command and Conquer. These games are 2001 and older. We're only talking about games released in 1996 for consoles, John TJ. So, but thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. We appreciate you. Yeah. And the game complainer says, Tomb Raider controls always sucks. Yeah.
Yep.
Farkey says, as a Brit, believe every word I say. let me hear it, Farkey. Let me hear it. Let's see.
Lord.
Okay. The remaster didn't fix the controls. It's hit detection that kills it. Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
No, it's right. I only like one thing about that game.
So, Louis, talk to us about Tomb Raider.
What I like was that you had to I don't know if you ever done the dive thing. She dives.
Yes.
It was always fun making her dive from really high places. Just watch her fall.
That was and just die. I would make her dive into water. What if
no? I was making her dive. Like literally. Okay, this is. I literally took my time. I got up to the highest place in the game. And I was like, okay, time to dive. Just watching her fall and just right on the floor. Just the sound effect was amazing. It had good sound. 100% had good sound. Wow. Gameplay was cool.
Ladies, we do not condone female abuse in the show. Okay.
No, I'm not. No. It's just. It was funny because I'll be honest with you. This game, I always had like that drastic thing. Like when the dives, the snap effect, I was like, wow. I was like, I never seen a game like do this. Like how she dove and just that sound. I was like, damn. But when you played the new ones that came out, like for example, where she gets that pose like stuck from her throat and everything, that.
Oh yeah. Man? Oh man.
It's brutal. My god, I'm telling you, they've always been brutal with Tomb Raider. They had like the greatest brutal things. I'm like, damn, that's brutal, But yeah, I mean, other than that, it's like I said, it's a good 1996 game, but for today, nah, not today, nah.
Hey, so where would you put it, Louis? In here?
Yeah, in there, yeah. That's where I put it. Yeah.
All right. Roy, talk to us. Tomb Raider.
Tomb Raider, man. I mean, so it's a bit of a long one for me, this one. So when I got my PlayStation 1, which I got kind of late because I was a poor kid, I got Tomb Raider free with the console. Nice. Played a fair bit of that. Went back. I think I borrowed some copies of the first two and played those. I probably played more of the mansion training levels than the main levels themselves, but they were just great. I mean, yeah, even back then the controls were difficult. The tank controls obviously made things tricky, but the 3D environments were absolutely great. And each of that original trilogy were absolute classics. It seems that Tomb Raider and Lara's on like a massive resurgence at the moment. We had obviously the remake trilogy back in February. This week, literally, I've been watching the series on Netflix. And have you seen there's I think it's like an anime style Lara Croft Tomb Raider series, which is pretty cool. And they've just announced the other day that they're remaking another 3 games that are coming out in February next year as well. So you got the last No, what was it?
Damn.
Whatever number 4 was. I can't remember what number 4 was called. It's like a prequel one.
The
Darkness
Angel of
and one other
Darkness
one.
or whatever it was.
Damn.
Yeah,
This is
Angel of
what-
Darkness was one of them. There's there's something Chronicle or something.
Oh,
one other.
yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember that.
Geez, I know the Chronicle one.
I know. Yeah,
I think
yeah,
it's just called Tomb Raider Chronicles.
Maybe, yeah, something like I can't remember now. Yeah, but there's number 3 that are coming out, and presumably again it will be upgraded graphics and controls and whatnot. But I do agree if you look going back to like the original version, I think at the time it was absolutely outstanding. Obviously, what they were putting off on the Saturn and on the PlayStation for sort of 3D exploration, especially. But you would really struggle to play it now, and I think you need those updates and those remakes.
You even had a T-Rex chase you down in this game. I remember that.
Yeah, that's right. It comes out of nowhere because the draw distance is
it goes out of nowhere. What the hell? I mean, this game's got a T-Rex. I mean, what the hell? Are we back in the Stone Age or something? I was like, damn. You know.
By the way, guys,
fun.
so here is the PlayStation version
weapons
on the screen, right?
Oh my god!
And here's the Sega Saturn version.
This is horrible. This is horrible.
Wow.
Oh,
That's
man,
what I have right here, guys. So
it was bad you showed that because now the wife is gonna throw it away.
no,
Gonna wake up one morning. She's not.
So different, right?
Mhm,
So,
mhm.
Roy, where would you put Tomb Raider?
I'm gonna agree. I think it's got to go in the middle there. Great in '96, absolutely, sort of outstanding in '96, but you probably don't want to go back to it now because it will ruin your memory of it.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah, especially on sand.
No.
There you go. Everybody.
Those
Okay.
walls.
Yeah, those walls, the Madonna
Oh,
bra,
man.
the Madonna bra. I mean, we were like, damn, yeah. Everybody, we all know why we got this game. We all know why we
Last
got
revelation.
it. We all know what we got it for. It was all because of the Madonna bra. We're like, yeah, let's go get Tomb Raider. We were like, we don't care what's it about. Let's look at Tomb Raider. Let's go.
16-year-old me was happy with Madonna bra Tomb Raider. Older me, I prefer curvature more.
Axel.
Older Axel's in the Dead or Alive series, man. That's where he's at.
Oh
now.
man, yeah, Dead or Alive. Oh,
Just
wait, just wait till we get to it.
Oh dear.
I'm telling you, something bad's gonna happen on the stream. Keep talking.
Far Q says The Last Revelation. It was called Tomb Raider: The Last Revelation.
Yeah, that's the fourth one.
Last
All right.
Revelation.
Let's talk about another classic. Hopefully, Anthony's still in here, but if he's not, it's okay. Let's talk about Resident Evil on the PS.
This brings a lot of memories.
Changed horror.
Yes,
I'm
it
gonna
did.
let's let Louis take it over here. Louis, go first, buddy.
Listen, this game I remember I saw it in the Game Pro magazine. I was like, man, I gotta play this because I was a big horror fan. When I was young, I loved horror movies, loved Jason Voorhees, loved Freddy Krueger, loved Child's Play, loved zombie movies and everything. I was like, man, I gotta play this game, especially it's about horror, zombies, and everything I love about it. And man, I can never forget. It was always funny, like, for example, how the game started, right? You saw this bad acting. It was the most horrible acting in the world. No, don't go.
the worst voice acting ever. It was so awesome at the same time.
It was bad. The characters were bad, and Chris Redfield was like kind of slimmy. Joe Valentine, like the armor, like just didn't go with them and anything. I'm like, this armor looks cheap, It's like a bad armor. But other than that, once you started the game, head in there, you turn to the left because that's the first thing you do. You always turn to the left. You go in the dining room, and when you open that door, that zombie.
Mm-hmm. The first time you see it,
I was like, wow, this is freaking amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, I literally that scene as a kid really sent shivers down my spine. I was
let me
like,
see if I
man,
can find it. Hold on, let me see.
that scene, that's the best. That's the
All right,
scene
so
that
you start-
everybody. I don't know why nobody like seriously talks about that scene, but yeah, you always turn to the left, right? There you go, right there. You open that door.
Right there. Yeah, you open this door
right, you
here,
open this door, run in there. You see that
and it
zombie
opens this
eating.
cutscene. Oh,
Yeah, that's the
first time you
scene.
see this, man,
First time I see.
you
Oh,
never forget it, and it turns
you
around.
can never forget. This one's like, oh.
Oh man.
Oh man, I'm telling you, I'm still getting that shivers, man, just by watching that. I mean, it was just an amazing thing, and not only that, after the story continues, it gets better and better and better. You never get tired. And what sucked about it was the aim. You're like, yeah, let me hit him in the head. It was always hard, and the knife man was the best utility. You always had to hit him in the legs, but you had to wait to hit him with the precise corner. Everything had to be precise, and you see like how he's running around. It was nearly impossible. I tried to evade, especially if you see like it was hard. It was hard to evade. You didn't get evade to Resident Evil 3. Pretty much that's when you started to get the evade button where you can evade like some of the attacks. But that game was beautiful. You literally made you think, strategize to save ammo, herbs, and everything. You really had to go through that tough stage. You guys say games are tough now, like for example, Elden Ring and stuff like that. Nah, you never played games from back in the day. This was tough. You really had to think and do stuff. But of course, once you nail it down, because that was the thing though, these games were like 5 or 6 hours long. It depends, 6, 7 hours long. But once you nail it down and know everything, like I did, you can beat this game like in 2 hours, an hour and a half. That's how fast I beat it. Because I just ran through it, stopped the pause. Oh yeah, I gotta go get this. Okay, all this stuff. But before, man, it was a tough thing. But yes, that game from back in '96. Now, if it gets remade with better controllers, of course, I highly recommend it.
Did get remade onto the GameCube, I believe.
I think it did, yeah. But it's
onto the GameCube in 2002. Yeah.
But it's a beautiful game, top notch for me. That's why this is one game I never miss out. I never miss out on Resident Evil. Never. It's a game that I highly always recommended people to play. Never miss out. Every time Resident Evil comes out, I'm there buying it because I just love the story. It's got a great story. So yes, put it over there. Graded 96, graded 2024 if the controllers are good. Because if they're not, man, then
all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the Resident Evil 1996 version for Louis is up here. Let's go to Roy. Roy, did you play Resident Evil in 1996-ish?
I did not. Survival horror has never been my thing, and I never really got around to Resident Evil. It's one of those. It's kind of that era where I could afford very few games, and I never really picked it up, and have never gone back to it in the years past. So I don't have. I know obviously about the franchise, and I know bits about the majority of some of the spin-offs and different entries, but I've never really played it at all. So it's
never
a big gap for me. Yeah, pretty much.
Wow.
Yeah.
You should play it, man. You should. You should play that game.
Yeah, you need to get this. You need to get this.
I mean, look, there's some scenes like, for example, this game really brought something, right? They brought something to the horror genre in gaming because, for example, there was some jump scares in there. With Nemesis, it had the top jump scares. Nemesis was, oh my god, that guy was. Oh, that's one of my favorite Resident Evil games because he just out of nowhere, boom, just comes in any room and just breaks the wall and gets you. That's why I love Nemesis. But this one, like the dogs, the crows, oh man, it was just, everything was phenomenal in this game. Everything.
Yeah, well, this game is great. So let me read the chat real quick. So talking about Tomb Raider, FarQ said. Tomb Raider, when this game came out in 96, it was a 10 out of 10 for me, but it hasn't aged well. I agree, it has to go in the middle. Now, Game Complainer says, Resident Evil is God. Resident Evil is the real MVP of the PlayStation in 1996.
That's true. That was the best game. I'm telling you. But I think it came out in Saturn in Japan first or something, didn't it? And then it came out.
I don't know if it came out on the Saturn in Japan first.
Yeah, because this game was basically, in Japan. Because I saw the things. It was like being made in Japan first, and then it was going to release in the States, I think it was. But this game is top of the line. This is another one. Look, you had to push this thing down, throw it on the ground, then you got to run down, pick up the item to go. Let me see if I remember. You got to go in, I think, where the crows are at. That's a piece of the puzzle, I think it is, or I don't remember. I don't remember what that was. But yes, you had to, like I said, you really had to know this game to do a second run. And not only that, you fit it. This is the fun thing about games back in the day. When you finish them, you got an extra item, or you got an unlimited pistol that actually shot better, or you got like an extra powerful item, something good. Like some people got the infinite bazooka, which is amazing. But man, I'm telling you, this game, it's got so much to do. That's why I went through it like a couple times. And you know what's funny though? Funny story. When I played that game, my PlayStation did not save games on the memory card, so I had to play it straight.
You didn't have a memory card?
No, it couldn't. The memory card slot didn't work. It was damaged.
Wow.
So I had to run through that game. I had to put a power supply because there's power outages in the country, right? I had to put a power supply connected to the PlayStation in case the power goes out. and literally sat there for like a whole day to beat it. It took me like 6 or 7 hours to beat, but it was a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right.
Mhm.
So I played this game, and I gotta agree with with Louis, man. Everything he said is true. The thing I hated about this game was that it was kind of like a puzzle survivor, and you could run out of bullets and die, right? But the part that got to me was where the dogs came in through the wall or something like that.
It was the window. It was the window. It was that hall. It was on the right, on the
Yeah.
first level to the right. When you go through that room right away, after you cross, I think there's 1-2 windows. All of a sudden, the dogs run in there to come
Yeah,
chase you.
it's just I hated that. I'm
Yeah,
not gonna lie. That's
upstairs.
one of the scenes that like made me drop my controller, and I was like, "Oh my
Oh
god!"
God, yes,
Yeah.
yes, it had that. It had that.
It got me. It got me good.
It got you good. Yes, that's
Yeah,
why.
it got me good. And but it was you had to find the ribbon for the typewriter to save. You couldn't just
Yes.
save. You had to like this was really survival horror.
Yep.
To its finest. You were in a like because you could easily just shoot them up, but I feel like Capcom did such a good job redefining the horror genre with this game
Mhm.
that it has lasted. It has lasted, and this is game defining. And to be honest with you, I love the fact that the voice acting kind of sucks because
It's horrible.
that's the origins of voice acting in video
Yes,
games.
it was. It was so funny. I was
But I love it. I don't know why I love it.
Wow.
Out of all
What
the
a
Resident
mansion.
Evils, right? This one for me, other than Code Veronica, this one is like the next one that I remember the most because it was the first time.
Yep.
And now, even though there was a Saturn version, I played this one. I couldn't wait for that to come out. I went to my friend's house and played on his PlayStation. And I started my own save file, brought my own memory card, of course. And yeah, I would say that, Roy, you got to play this game. You got to play the 1996 version. Get that campiness going. Get that real survival.
Man, I'm telling you, you're gonna have fun.
You can save anywhere. You can do save states, all that crap. No, screw that. Get
No,
the
they did it. Listen, they did a remaster. They did it really well. You can play it. It has pretty much the same controllers. I played it. It's
Yeah.
on the Xbox. I got it on the Xbox. I think it's on PlayStation 2. So you can get it, play it. You're gonna play the same way as we did back in '96. It's the same damn thing. Just probably a couple add-ons, but the graphics are better. But damn, I'm telling you, it's tough. It's a tough game. You gotta really be patient. Really be patient. It's a tough game.
Yeah, it's a really good game. I like the game a lot. I think it's a fantastic game. It's definitely amongst the best games on the old 1996 hardware. So yeah, I would 100% recommend it. Let's check in with the chat. Let's see. If you don't want to play it, Roy, you can play it or watch Anthony play it. If you are scared, Anthony plays
Maybe
this-
I will have to. Yeah.
yeah, he's great. He runs a full Resident Evil channel, and it's fantastic. It's fantastic. Oh, he's hiding already.
Is that it? Right?
Yeah.
It's not really that scary. What scares you about the game is the pop scares, right? That's what scares you about the game.
What's scary about the game was limited saves, man. That got to me.
Oh no,
You had to
everything.
survive.
You had to survive. And
Yeah.
literally, you had to. I'm telling you, that's what's great about that game. Just surviving was key. You really got to think like, for example, the first aids. How am I going to use them? What am I have to do? Like you have to learn how to run away from the zombies. You know, take your chances. But once you get the shotgun, is when things get way better. That shotgun, all you got to do is aim up and the head explodes. It was just awesome. Awesome stuff.
So there you go. Let's see. Farkey says, for me, this game brought something new and refreshing. And as an 11-year-old kid, it scared the crap out of me. Yeah, I was older, and it scared me. Not much older, though.
Oh, and if we sit here and talk about Clock Tower, oh, man. That little piece of crap, man. I always wanted to kick that bastard, but I couldn't. I don't know if y'all play Clock Tower, man, but that bastard, I want to kick him all the time, but I couldn't. Man, I hated that guy. You didn't play Clock Tower?
This came out on the Saturn 97, and a year after the PlayStation version with some extra modes. They added an extreme battle mode and 2 tyrants and a gold tyrant. Cool.
The tyrant fight was cool too. How come all Resident Evil games have to end with blowing base up? I mean, I was like, what the hell with this, man? That was.
Milfman says, now the show has officially begun. Resident Evil is here.
Best game
Shout out to RWK88. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. He says, long story short, my dad was a bad drug addict, and this game was my friend. Oh man, I know all about that. Using video games to escape. Trust me.
Yep. Helps you out.
Very similar story, brother. Yeah. Milfman. Now you can end the show. Resident Evil is all that matters. Let's see.
Time to go.
Farq says, is the show botting for anyone else? If it is, let me know, guys. Let me know. I need to know. But let's move the show right along, guys. Moving on to another fantastic game that released in 1996 on the Super Nintendo. That's right, none other than Super Mario RPG. Now, let me make sure that this released in 1996 because I could have swore this one came out.
It did in 96.
Yeah, I think I saw it when I looked.
I searched it. Yeah.
March 8th of 1996. Okay, just making sure. Okay, yeah. So, Super Mario RPG PG. So this is Square Enix's and Nintendo's collaboration back when Square Enix could do no wrong. Came
back
out
when they did good RPGs. Let's be honest.
Oh man, they still do great RPGs.
No, they don't. No, hell that.
I still love my
I'm sorry,
Square Enix.
No.
I still love my Square Enix.
No.
Square Enix.
Listen, the Super Nintendo era was Square Enix's era.
Well, talk to me about Super Mario RPG, Louis.
Mario RPG, Chrono Trigger, everything back in the Super Nintendo era. Final Fantasy 3, which became 6 down the road. Those were the days of Square Enix, and man, Super Mario RPG had a special place in my heart. You know why? Because look, it's one of those RPGs that I always say that modern RPGs should be like this. They should be right now. Those turn-based RPGs, they should be just like this. For example, with Super Mario RPG, to attack, right? Once Mario came in there for the attack, you got to press the button and press S1 so the attack can be harder, right? So it can hit harder than what it was, and also the magic, everything that was special in my heart. Then Legend of Dragoon,
active battle.
Yep, that's special. I think
battles,
what's the game that's I call it Preparation 33. What's the game called that's coming to Game Pass down the road? Is it Preparation, Precipitation? I don't remember what's it called. 33 is having that style of RPG right now that you got to press the button to defend, to attack. Man, that was beautiful. Those were the beautiful
Lots
days.
of games have done that, but yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it makes the RPG way better. It makes it more action. I love it that way. But yeah, it's top notch. It's 1996 and 100% to 2024 because it got re-released. It got re-released, man. It got re-released.
2024, as a matter of fact.
As a matter of fact. So that's why I highly recommend it because it has a great story. Great story. Yeah. Also, Bowser joins you down the road. Princess Peach does too. So it's awesome that all of them collab to face this evil big ass sword. I forgot his name, but yeah, it's a great game. It's a great game.
It is. Roy, did you ever play Super Mario RPG? The 1996 version.
I didn't have a Super Nintendo, I think, at any point. So I haven't played this one, but I've probably seen more of the sort of the re-release remake that they've done for Switch, and it's on my list of ones I want to pick up. Most definitely.
Pick it up, man. Pick it up.
Yeah, don't even think about it. Just go get it. Just
go
buy
get it. Don't even think about it. Go and get it, bro.
I'll see if Asta's open. I'm off.
So this game, when I got Super Mario RPG, I didn't know what I was getting into. I wasn't a huge RPG fan when I was younger. And when I got this and there was no platforming, I'm like, what the crap is this? They made this look like Sonic 3D. This is not good. This is not cool. But then I got to playing it, man. And then I got to unlock extra characters and get through the story a little more. And I was like, am I playing Final Fantasy? Like back then I didn't see who made games. I just bought them, right?
Exactly. Nobody did.
I was like, am I playing Final Fantasy? And this game turned out to be fantastic. It is a great game, great story, great combat. There's a reason why this game was remade and sold amazing because you can't get it's hard to describe the impact this game had on the Mario sagas back then. And then when I found out that Square Enix and when I finally found out that Square Enix and Nintendo weren't partnering up anymore for the sequel, but it gave birth to another RPG system called Paper Mario, which is the spiritual successor of RPG. I love it. You got the SNES Mini there, man.
Yes, I have it in here, baby. I have it in here.
Oh, nice.
I have my card over there.
With Chrono Trigger, of course.
I have my carts over there. So
Yes.
yeah, no, this game is fantastic. I think it still holds up today on the Super
course.
Nintendo
Of course.
because this is one of those games where like they don't need to do anything. All they needed to do was update the graphics. That's how good it is.
It is. Yep.
And so because it holds up, I haven't played the remake, and I don't think I need to because this game is still great as is.
I mean, I'm waiting for that Chrono Trigger game.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for that Chrono Trigger to be remade. That's oh man, that game. I have it on mobile, I have it everywhere. Love Chrono Trigger. Loved it.
There you go.
Is that on mobile? Let me check some of this.
Yeah, let's see. Matt Silburn, aka Mr. Make It Happen, thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. He says, heck yes, Mario RPG. Let's see. Milfman says, video games can be such a great escape from reality. It can definitely get people through tough times. Absolutely. Splendifer says, enough with the plumber already. Game Complainers wants to talk about Twisted Metal 2. We will. Let's see. Farq says, I've never played Mario RPG, but I do know it's highly praised. It's amazing, bro. Get it. Splendifer says, the best Marios ever are the ones with Yoshi. Yoshi's the best. There you go. So everybody has a preference. So where would I put this one? I put it right up here, as I said again. All right, moving on to back to the Sega Saturn, the superior 32-bit console. With another incredible game. So we didn't get Sonic on the Sega Saturn, but you know what we got?
Oh.
We got Nights into Dreams, and talk about a game. So this one, of course, harvested Sega's arcade love, but with an original IP, not one that went to arcade first and then came to the Saturn as a port. This one is OG to the Sega Saturn, and it came with the best controller ever, the 3D controller, as they called it, and with incredible music, great boss fights, fantastic paths on these flight paths that you got to take. It was just so much fun. And so you were, I think the official name of this creature, you are a guardian nightmare, I believe is what it is. So these kids are having nightmares, and this knight, the nightmare, comes in to save them and to show them the world, because he can fly through the dreams. And as you progress through the dreams, they get this is beautiful, a beautiful dream, but they get darker as the game goes along, which is great. And the final boss, the Nightmare, actually gets captured. The knight gets captured, but you are a kid now. You have been watching this, and he's been saving you, and you have the confidence to finally take on the boss yourself. And the best part about this game is, in true classic Sega arcade fashion, if you want the real ending, you better get a C or better on all these courses, and A's is really where it belongs, right? But this game is just so great. It's a collectathon. You collect the orbs to charge the nightmare fuel and all that good stuff. So yeah, this game is fantastic. It plays like nothing else. It has secrets all over the place. I don't think this guy's gonna do any, but like you can collect like lost elves and lost dreams on the bottom. You can help fish move around the world. You can help like ducks. It's so cool. Like this game had a lot of layers to it, and the fact that it up was down and right, and it had no real sense to it is what makes it even better for me, because you're in a dream. It doesn't need to make sense. Why would it make sense? Right? I mean, I'm actually surprised the letters make sense here, because they shouldn't even spell words. Okay? But yeah, this game is beautiful, and I loved it. Did I love it? And Sega just top notch. Even though you didn't get a Sega Sonic game, we got Nights into Dreams, and it was fantastic. And and here's a boss. So yeah, Louis, did you ever play Nights into Dreams?
Nope.
Now, I did get a release on the Xbox Live Arcade on the 360. So.
Oh man, I missed out on that one. I should have gotten it, because I know this was a big title for Sega Saturn, and it was beautiful back in the day, and it still is a beautiful game to this day. But nope, never played it. Nope.
Yeah, and the music is top notch. I mean, just watching this, I can hear the music. If you played this game, trust me, you can hear the music, and it looked beautiful. I mean, look at the colors and everything. This was a beautiful game. Sorry. I know I'm gushing a lot about it. Oh, sorry. I totally forgot to put my rating on it. Let me grab Nights into Dreams over here, and I'd put it straight up here because I still actually played it just the other day. So 100% recommend in 2024. Roy, did you ever play Nights into Dreams? It did get an Xbox 360 release, and it has released on the PlayStation since. I think it got a PS2 release.
Okay. No, I've never played it. I've seen it quite a lot. I've seen lots of clips of it. Probably on YouTube and various other places. But I didn't know anything about it apart from just obviously about it releasing on Saturn. But the story and everything, as you were saying, that sounds really, really cool. It sounds like something that would be worth a go, without a doubt. And to be fair, it looks really nice as well. Like the style and the sort of the pop of the colors and everything. It's really nice looking. I definitely like to give it a go.
Sorry, it came out on the PlayStation 3 for you guys. But yeah, this was on the.
I wonder if there was a physical, if it was just on the store.
I know that on Xbox there was no physical; it was just in the store.
Okay, I'll have to have a look for one. Yeah, I'll see what there is.
Yeah, so yeah, this game is fantastic. So you start off as a kid in your dream, and you see you're being attacked. They take your orbs, your protection orbs. That's how the beginning of every level comes, right? And there's the nightmare, and you got to go get him, and he will help you get all your orbs back. It's really cool.
Nice.
Simple fun.
I like
it's
it.
really good.
Simple fun. Simple
it takes some
story,
time to understand it because it's a 3D level, but every time you fill up one of these orbs with all the one of the colorful orbs with the other orbs with the blue orbs, and you recover it, it changes the path. So you fly different paths through the world. It's really cool the way these 3D levels are designed. So yeah. Sorry, let me see.
Back in the day, it took risk. Nowadays, it just keep the same methods.
Yes. So now he's going to fly the same world, but a different path in the world. It's really cool. And it takes time to figure that out, guys. All right. So Splendifer says, this man is cooking. Thank you. FarQ says, 1996 was definitely a good year. So many great games. Absolutely. The Game Complainer says, Nights has the best music. And Christmas Nights, too. Yeah. We were going to include Christmas Nights, but, time constraints. Remastered of Nights is also on Series X backwards on Xbox One and the 360. Pick it up.
Nice.
Pick it up. That's right. Let's see. So, yeah. So, I'm the only one who voted, so this one stays right where it is.
That works.
All right, now we're going to talk about a technical marvel of a game. Launching again in 1996 with 64-bit graphics was Wave Race 64.
Oh, my God.
Louis, take it away. Wave Race 64.
I remember I played this at my friend's house, and I got so hooked up on this that I got to go get it. But yes, this game was a lot of fun. The multiplayer was fun, man. I always try to do triple flips, quadruple flips, and the jet ski just never could have gotten it. I always fall off the damn jet ski, but damn, this game was great. The racing was great. Everything was great, man. It was like listen, back in the day, it was just simple fun. Pump in the game. Let's go play. I just love those games from back in the day, man. I love this game. It has to go up there right away. It should be remade. It should be remade. We have not gotten ever again like a cool jet ski race. They never gotten. I don't know why Switch hasn't sat down and said, okay, let's re-release this game with the controllers and everything it has. We should re-release this game and make it. And trust me, it would sell like crazy. It would sell like crazy if they did. It would. It's such a fun game. Fun, simple racing game. 100% recommend. Like I said, played it with a bunch of friends, man. Went to their house, like, yeah, let's go play. Got them at my house, 4 people just racing there. It was fun. That was the special thing about the N64. Getting more people in to play the game with you. Great times, man. Great racing game.
Absolutely. Roy, did you ever play Wave Race 64?
It looks familiar. I might have played it again, sort of on a friend's 64, possibly, but I don't remember a lot of it.
Okay. Do you want to rate it or do you want to abstain?
I think it's fair for me to abstain on this. Yeah.
Okay. Moving on to me. I loved diving into the water in this game. You could dive into the water. You remember that, Louis?
Yeah,
like if you lead your control forward after this jump here, you could dive into the water
and come back out. Yes,
like he did right there.
Yes,
that's cool.
Awesome.
That's a cool physics, right?
Yep.
I loved this game when it came out. It was a technical marvel. The best part about this is that the best racing game of 1996 didn't have any wheels.
Yep.
It was just wave race.
I don't know why
And-
they don't release games like this anymore. They got to.
I don't know if they release wave racers anymore, jet ski racing games anymore.
Yeah.
And I know that this was more of a tech show to show off what the N64 could do with all its polygons. But man, they did release a pretty dang good game, and the levels were fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, as Louis said, you could definitely play 4 players. Now, would I play this game again today by myself? Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
I would.
Well, would I gather my 3 friends and kick all their butts? You bet your butt I would. Absolutely, I would. So I say that the single player luster of this game has come and gone, but the multiplayer luster is still there. Because it's just simple, fun games, and they're not, you're racing for like what, a minute and a half, 2 minutes.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, you're not racing for like, 10 minutes like you do
Exactly.
nowadays.
Yep.
So it's just different. But to me, wave race to me, I can't put it up here, man. I got to put it up here, down here.
What?
I don't think it 100% sucks in 2024, but I just think that racing games have come a long way, and I need more than just a tech demo to win here. Sorry, Louis. Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
I'm sorry.
It's
No,
okay.
not.
It's okay.
All right. So, guys, okay. So here are the 10 games officially from the Iconic Video Games Podcast. From here on out, we'll take your requests in the chat. So I've seen some requests. I heard Twisted Metal 2 quite a bit today. So let's throw Twisted Metal 2 on there. Roy, we'll let you take it away with Twisted Metal 2. Did you play it?
I have played a Twisted Metal game on the PlayStation. I couldn't say if it was 1 or 2, but I remember it being pretty fun. Those kind of sort of destructive racer games. Twisted Metal, of course, is where you've got obviously quite a few weapons and stuff, isn't there? So from what I do remember of sort of the little of it, I remember it being very, very good at the time. I don't know how it would play now, to be fair to you, compared to... I don't know. I mean, is there really anything like Twisted Metal now, to be
Not
fair?
really.
Or...
Vehicular combat games like this don't exist anymore that I'm aware of. And
No,
if
I
they
don't
do
think
exist,
so.
they're these and they're not Twisted Metal.
Yeah, which is fair.
Yeah, so where would you put a game like Twisted Metal 2?
I think discounting sort of, if you look past the sort of the graphics of the time, I reckon you could probably still get quite a lot of fun out of it if you popped it on, played with some friends. I think it could still be pretty great in 24. So I put it up top. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And Louis, if you gotta go, I understand, man.
No, it's good.
This is extra. Okay.
It's good. I'm good to go. I'm good to go.
All right. Twisted Metal, Louis, did you ever play it?
Yes, of course I did. I mean, who the heck did not play Twisted Metal back in the day? You got Sweet Tooth. You got the guy on the motorcycle. I forgot what his name was. He's right there. You also got the guy that wasn't the guy with the 2 big wheels in this game. I think it was the one that was in the middle. I was like, man, I don't know how can this guy take so much bullets, because at the end of the day, he's literally the car. He's driving these 2 big fat wheels. But man, Twisted Metal always holds a special place in my heart, because man, it was like Mario Kart with bazookas, machine guns, and everything. And this was basically like a battle royale, just running around, just shooting things up, blowing things up. It was a lot of fun. I highly recommend. Highly recommend it. And
that was
man,
1996, but what about 2024?
If it did release and had the same schematics and everything, 100%, 100% right there. Yep. Why not?
You know what? Let me add the chat to this. Hold on.
Yep.
Let me add the chat. Seeing as this is a chat game, where would
we have
you
not
place
we have
Twisted
not
Metal 2?
we have
Twisted
not
Metal
put a
2.
game in the sucky ad sucked.
So let's see. Great and 1996 and 2024. Great in 1996. And then I'm just going to add an option called sucked in 1996. All right, chat. Sorry I didn't have time to type all this out, but let us know how you would vote, chat. Let us know about Twisted Metal. All right, let me talk about Twisted Metal. boring. I played Twisted Metal 1 with my friend on his PlayStation. There's the 2 wheels that Louis talking about.
Yeah, the guy in the 2 wheels.
I played Twisted Metal with my friend, Twisted Metal 2 with my friends on his PlayStation. Boring. I just can never get into this game. I should have, as everybody describes it well. Louis described it well. Like Mario Kart, but with bazookas.
Yeah,
you
bazooka guns, everything.
That would be enough to get me to enjoy this game, but I did not enjoy this game. I didn't enjoy the single player. I didn't enjoy the multiplayer. I thought this game was trash in 1996, and I think it's trash now. You could have convinced me to play Twisted Metal. If you told me, hey, Axel, play Twisted Metal or else I'm going to punch you in the face, I mean, just get straight to the punching, man. Save me the time.
Twisted Metal. Play Twisted Metal. Face me.
So for me, Twisted Metal goes all the way down here.
Oh, damn.
That's where it belongs to me. So to me, I'm sorry, man. I just couldn't get into it.
Mm-hmm.
But that's why I wanted to bring the chat into this, because this is their suggestion. I want to see where they rate it. Let's give them a few seconds. So yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I couldn't get into it. I was not a Twisted Metal kid. Sorry. Let's check in with some of the chat while they vote. Let's see. You killed my little clown boy. Let's see. Twisted Metal 1 had crappy controls. Twisted Metal 2 refined the controls. Roy is right. Great in 2024 still. It's playable on the PS5 right now with enhanced graphics.
Oh, good, it is. Yes, sorry.
Drawn TJ says Twisted Metal 2 is the best. And if we would put it at the top. Twisted Metal 2 has the best storyline until Twisted Metal Black. Farq says, Axel, you are the real MVP for that choice. Farq agrees with me. I'm not alone. But you know what? That's enough time to vote. Let's see how the chat voted. The chat voted. Oh, they voted 2-1. Whoops, where's Twisted Metal? Here it is. They voted 2-1 to put Twisted Metal great in 96 and 2024.
Okay.
That gives it, what is that? 9 points, 10 points. And the rule was if you get 9 points, you belong up here. So there you go. Saved by the chat. Saved by the chat with 10 points. Twisted Metal saved. Lucky. Count your blessings. Let's see. John TJ says, hey, actually, I gotta ask you, with no real card combat games nowadays, do you think Xbox should bring back Blur? I know that Blur was a vehicular combat game, and I know that they released another one not too long ago. I forget what it was called, but it was okay. I just don't think people are into vehicle combat games anymore. I think the time of vehicular combat games has run its course. So yeah, that's all I'm saying.
I don't know.
I would throw in, because I personally love it, even though it got absolutely slated. Destruction All Stars on PlayStation 5 is a cracking playing game, but it got ruined by the fact that you have to purchase in-game currency just to play the story, which absolutely peed me off, because the actual game, moment-to-moment gameplay and the modes and taking out the other vehicles and all that sort of stuff is so much fun. I go back to it probably once a year or something. I'll re-download it, play it for a couple of weeks, just different modes. But just get really annoyed that I can't play all of the story because it's just
that would be annoying.
Oh, it's awful. It really is. Just like, oh yeah, you get like 2 characters for the arcade mode, the arcade story, and the rest you have to purchase in-game currency. It's like, no, I'm not going to. Not a chance.
Not a chance.
No, not happening.
All right, so Louis, I'm going to show you some games here. And let me know if you want to talk about any of them. Command & Conquer's on there. Alpha 1, Christmas Night, Steel Battalion, Pilot Wings, Dragon Force, Lufia 2, and Kirby.
Kirby, the one I can talk about is the Command & Conquer game, of course, because Command & Conquer was one of my favorite games out there. But for console, I can't since we're down on the console, the controls were not that good for console. I mean, I tried to PlayStation 1 graphically, and the consoles were just not that great either. So I basically, for Command & Conquer on console, I would say it sucked 96, sucks 2024, but on PC, I would put it up to 1996 and great for 2024. That's where I put it. If it was on PC.
All right, sorry. Repeat that again. Where would you put it?
Like on consoles, right?
Consoles, yes. We're talking about consoles, yes.
Sucked into that until 2024, but on PC though, It's great in 96 and great in 2024. It's a
Yeah, no, for console.
Yeah. Console, they did not port that game really well. It didn't. That game was awful on console. It was awful.
Awful. Oh my goodness. Awful. Hold on, I'm letting this demo load, but it's not loading for some reason. I have no idea why it's not loading. It searches fast, but for some reason YouTube must be having issues right now. Roy, Command and Conquer on the Sega Saturn. Where would you put it?
The only Command and Conquer I remember playing was, I think I might have played Red Alert if there was one on the PlayStation.
That's the best one.
Which I remember being very, very good. But I can understand, like, on the Saturn and maybe the earlier ones on the PlayStation just being incredibly difficult to control. So it's not something that I would pick up and play now. I don't think, not those versions. So it probably not all that great at the time on the console. I think there was some games that obviously just didn't port well over to consoles because of maybe the control schemes. They would have done a lot better, obviously, with keyboard and mouse. So I can understand probably leaving it down at sucked then and sucked now would make sense.
Sucked then and sucked now.
Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah, I'd say so.
All right.
And
I'm just going to be real honest with you guys here. I love Command and Conquer. Command and Conquer is the reason why I became a PC gamer for a long time.
Yep.
I cut my teeth on I cut my PC gaming teeth on real-time strategy. I sharpened my fangs. You're gonna face me. Get ready to die.
Okay. Don't be saying that because then John T is gonna come around and say, "Let's have a fight." Because John T is supposed
RTS
to do that
back in the
John
90s.
TJ oh Lord, look who's here. Oh man, look.
I would have wiped the floor with you. But that's PC. That's PC, man. Let's get back to consoles on the Sega Saturn. As you can see it right here on the screen. This is trash. Okay? And I love my Saturn. You know I love my Saturn.
It was trash.
I wouldn't say anything, right?
It was trash.
It was bad.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, my gosh. I'm sorry. Real-time strategy didn't start translating good onto the console until the 360.
Axel, hold on real quick. Let me say something to the chat real quick. Brittany, I know you're here. Even though this is not my show, remember, keep it PG, not PG-13 or R. She's everywhere I go. So I got to take control of that Britney Spears before she goes, nuts.
She loses her hair. Yeah.
Yes.
So even though it was a direct port and they did a good job getting everything in there, the resolution, trash. Right? The load time's trash. The AI, trash.
It was bad.
It was bad, okay?
It was bad. Console port was bad.
So the console port was
even Diablo when it got ported to PS1, it was bad. Oh my god, the Diablo port was bad.
I'm sorry, guys. It was just bad. I don't mean to be rude. It just was not great. So I have to agree with everybody for the console port. Command and Conquer on the Sega Saturn, which is the version that released in 1996. Sucked then and it sucks now.
Yep.
Do not recommend. Do not recommend. Let's see what the chat is saying here. John TJ said Command and Conquer did not suck. PlayStation sucked. Command and Conquer is on PlayStation. Yeah, but it didn't launch on PlayStation until 1997. I was shocked to see that.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's see.
It was not. No. TJ, there's no saving this one. That's that. We're talking about the console port. We're not talking about the PC because I said the PC version was good. It was great. Command and Conquer on PC always run great. But on the console port, especially during that time, that era with those consoles, it was awful. Bad.
How about the Command and Conquer Remastered Collection, man, on Steam? Love it.
Yeah, we did too.
Yeah.
We did too.
John TJ says Doom 2 was also on PlayStation. Oh, was it? Okay. And shout out to Britney Spears. Thank you so much for being here. You're the real MVP. I must have missed some Halo talk up here. Let's see. I hate that EA killed that franchise. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I hate that too. John TJ say, Axel, let's play Command and Conquer sometime on PC. Me and you, buddy. Oh man, I don't know if I still remember, but when I was young, I would rarely lose. But yeah, let's do it. Why not? I love to see how I do nowadays. Now that I'm old and slow. Let's see, Axel, set a date to play Command and Conquer on PC. Let's do it. So yeah, I think that's
so
it.
watch out, TJ cheats. He cheats.
Does he? Does he cheat?
Yes, he does.
I don't know if I can handle the cheater, man.
Nah, not playing against you, TJ. You cheat.
All right, and I think that's all the games I want to talk about because other than this game here, I didn't play anymore, and this game, of course. So I'm done. I think that's all the games we want to talk about today, right?
Oh, yeah.
So I think that's good. Unless Louis or Roy, you have any other games?
I got nothing else. No.
Louis?
Same here. I don't have nothing to announce because it's funny. Like we talk about this. The majority of these games we actually did play them. I mean, I played Super Mario RPG, Resident Evil, Super Mario 64, Tekken 2, Twisted Metal 2, Street Fighter Alpha series, right? But the other games I did not play were the Saturn ones, Die Hard Trilogy, Tomb Raider. All of them I played them. It's insane. I had a good year that year. Then I played all those games.
Yeah, it was a good year, 1996, guys. So there you go, guys. Shout out to Jason Max. Thank you so much for being here. You're the real MVP. So that is going to do it for today's show, everybody. I want to thank everybody for being here because, of course, we wouldn't be able to do this show right here without you guys, the chat. And that's right, you guys, the chat will always be the MVP to all of the shows here on the Iconic Video Games channel. Roy, tell the people where they can find you.
You can find me on Twitter and X at Matumbo87, and you can find my ramblings and writings and stuff on spawningpoint.com.
Yeah, and speaking of which, Spawning Point, the last game you reviewed, that what is it, Cutie Carnage or whatever it was?
Gory Cuddly Carnage.
Gory Cuddly Carnage ended up being featured on the Indie Selects for Xbox. So yeah,
download the demo, play the demo. It's such a good game.
I'm going to.
It's so fun. It's
that
literally on everything.
How was that game? How was that game? I mean, how was because it has carnage, so I can imagine it's massive carnage. But how is it?
So basically, the idea of it is you play as a cat on a hoverboard which has like razor blades on it, and you're slicing up unicorn toys, and it's all just lots and lots of blood. Lots
you give
of
it
carnage,
an 8.6.
It's so fun. It really is. It's
9
cool,
gameplay,
like,
7.5 graphics,
setting.
8 audio, and 10 gore.
Yes.
It's
so fun.
That's how you review a game.
That's it. That's how you review a game like that.
That's how you review a game. Audio, graphics, score, fun. You need one more thing. Fun factor.
Fun factor.
Yeah,
fun factor will be like a 20 for me personally.
I mean, that's how you review games back in the day. Just like that. Just like GamePro, graphics, audio, gameplay. But instead of gameplay, just put fun factor. Yeah. I think it was good. But yeah, it was. I love reviews like that. That's great.
I recommend it to everyone to have a look.
John TJ, is that your Steam? I have Command and Conquer on Steam. Let me know. Or add me on Xbox, man, and then send me a message. We'll talk through Xbox. It's good. You can find me on Xbox, Axel1324, spelled exactly how you see it on the screen. Louis, tell the people where they can find you.
Simple and easy. You can find the crazy one at Twitter X at Crazy Lou Gaming. Find me on Good Morning with Crazy Lou from Mondays to Saturday, where I just send the signal on Twitter X, on YouTube, on Discord. I tell everybody, hey, I'm going live. Let's go. So when I go live, I just sit there and talk about what's going on in the gaming news. Xbox International Podcast, 7 p.m. ET with Soundblow, the Big Plume, Silent Cypher, Xbox Factor Podcast. Sometimes when I can't go, on Tuesdays, over the Double Barrel Gaming YouTube channel, and XBI en Español at 7 p.m. ET with Elvis, Eternal Shaddai, Asuka Gaming, and Metal Berserker when they invite me. Oh, and one more thing with Direct Gaming, when he sends the signal out, we go on. I think tomorrow we're doing a show tomorrow morning. I don't know yet, but I think it's going to be 100%. But yeah, that's where you can find the crazy one. Simple and easy.
Absolutely, guys. Okay, with all that being said, guys, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. Have yourselves a good night, everybody. Bye, everybody.
Have a good night, chat.
See you.